Hello everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the mysterious disappearance of Travis Coleman. He disappeared last year, April 22nd of 2023. Please stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to have more information on things coming up on the channel and about search and rescue. I also wanted to start off by telling you about Lucas McCage. I was talking about him in my last video. There's been a massive search effort, including the National Guard. He went missing in Rocky Mountain National Park while trying to ascend Long's Peak. He hadn't been heard from since last Sunday. Sadly, this past Thursday evening, last night in the late hours, search and rescue found his body in and around the area that he was last thought to be hiking. Various serious storms moved into the area where Lucas was hiking right after he was last heard from. These storms have hindered the search and rescue efforts, and it's also believed that this was probably what caused Lucas to sustain the fall that they believed is what happened to him. My thoughts and prayers go out to all of Lucas's family, his loved ones, his friends. I am so sorry for your loss. Lucas was a member of the U.S. Space Force. I thank him for his service. Thank you to all the search and rescue and volunteers that have been out looking for him. Thank you for bringing him home to his family. My thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. Today's video takes us back to the state of Washington, to a town called Wenatchee. It is located on the Columbia River to the east and the mountains to the left. Here is a satellite view. That little red and white dotted line is the town of Wenatchee. Travis Coleman was 38 years old at the time of his disappearance. He was last seen at his apartment on Montana Street at around 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, April 22nd of 2023. This is a picture of Travis. He's roughly 5 foot 10 inches tall and 180 pounds. He has dark brown hair and had a full beard at the time of his disappearance. This is a map of the location where his apartment is located, right there on Montana Street, located by that red dot. According to statements by his sister, Travis was going through some things at this time, maybe a little bit depressed. The Friday before, Travis had actually left his work site. He was working in the nearby town of Kashmir, there to the north. He apparently left the work site at around 8:30 in the morning, and he walked off the site into the Mission Creek area, where he then got lost for roughly 30 hours. He eventually found his way to the road, and it is thought that he either walked some distance, but then probably hitchhiked and was able to get home. This is a topo map of where Mission Creek is and where he is thought to have gotten lost that Friday after leaving his job site. But like I said, he was able to make it back to his apartment. Travis was known to be a very friendly guy. He was very likable. Everyone that knew him said that he was a very nice guy. He was fun to be around. His family and friends said that when Travis was having problems or he was feeling depressed, what he liked to do was to go up to the mountains, hike around, and that would relieve some of his stress. In that area where he's living, there are tons of trailheads, tons of areas to camp and go hiking. In the past, when Travis would do this, though, each time he would come home. On this particular Saturday, April 22nd of 2023, he didn't. The family eventually became concerned. They thought that because the Castle Rock area was the closest, they started searching there first. This is a map of the various foothill areas and trails next to where he was living. I know it's kind of small and hard to see, but there is just a myriad of different trails. As you can see, it's up against the mountains of Mount Rainier National Park, Mount Baker, Snoqualmie National Forest, and then to the north, North Cascades National Park. They didn't think that he made it that far into the wilderness. They didn't even believe that he had a backpack or any type of supplies with him. The initial search was friends and family and people from the church. This is a view looking out at the Wenatchee Heights. Then search and rescue members from the local sheriff's department, they all got involved. The search got larger and larger. They expanded the search grid from Wenatchee Heights all the way up to Fairview Canyon. They had dozens and dozens of professional and volunteer searchers. Eventually, they brought in helicopter units. Several UTVs were used. Search dogs came in. They weren't able to find any solid clues. They did find various things along the ground near the water sources, but none of them could actually be linked to Travis. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office led and coordinated most of the search operations in the foothills west of Wenatchee. They brought in the Wenatchee Police Department. They did a more thorough ground and air search, covering an even larger area between Castle Rock and Fairview Canyon. Even with all these added efforts, Travis Coleman was nowhere to be found. The search would scale down at times and then start back up. Overall, they had 10 members from the Pierce County Volunteer Search and Rescue, which included 2 dog teams, a unit from Washington State Search and Rescue Planning Team, 15 members from the Chelan County Volunteer Search and Rescue Team, also with their own dog teams, the helicopter that we discussed, various off-road vehicles, 2 search and rescue deputies from Chelan County Sheriff's Office. These have all been pictures from the actual search. This is a picture looking out from the Chelan County Sheriff's Office helicopter. According to one report, the Chelan County Search and Rescue people found some of his bags in the area around Monitor, which I'm going to have a map up right here. They brought in more search and rescue teams to cover that area. Then in October of 2023, they expanded the search even more. They brought in cadaver dogs, ground search and rescue volunteers, another helicopter. This search had now been going on and off for over 6 months, plus all the people that had been hiking in and around that area, and still nobody found anything. Eventually the snow hit the area, which of course makes any search and rescue effort more difficult. It covers up tracks and evidence. After the snow melted in 2024, they were able to rejuvenate the search, brought in more teams. These are pictures of the various searches and various volunteers, and sadly, with all of this effort, Travis Coleman remains missing to this day. After the 1-year anniversary of his disappearance, his family and friends came to the realization that he is most likely deceased, but at the same time, they want him back. They want people to keep looking. If anyone has any information or is going to be hiking in those areas or camping, to know about his case, to know what to look out for. If you have any information regarding Travis Coleman or happen to have been in and around that area or have seen him around in the past, because there have been multiple sightings, multiple leads that have gone nowhere, but it is still possible. There is a slim chance that he might still be out there somewhere. If you have any information, you can contact Detective Brian Hewitt at 509-663-9911 or contact him via the email address there. Of course, I'll have that all in the information in the description. Travis would now be 39 years old. His family is actually having a celebration of life for him tomorrow, May 18th at 12:30 p.m. in the town of Wenatchee to celebrate his life and what an amazing person he was. But like I said, even though he might be deceased, the family does hope to get Travis back one day and get some answers and be able to have a proper burial or whatever they want to do. And I think it's wonderful that they're doing the celebration of life. And my thoughts and prayers go out to Travis, his family, his friends, all his loved ones, all the search and rescue people, the volunteers, the authorities, everybody who has spent hours looking for him. And I hope and pray that one day he is able to be brought home to his family. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for all your wonderful support, your comments, your feedback. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. Hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you have any case suggestions or video suggestions you'd like me to do, my email is always in the description, or you can always leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps out the channel a lot. If you're interested in search and rescue or donating to my efforts to get out west to help with various search and rescue, All my info is in the description. I am currently working on several new cases. The one coming up is just unbelievable. You armchair detectives and sleuths will definitely be interested in this one because it's a mystery that is just mind-boggling. I always love hearing from you all, so please leave me a comment about any of your upcoming adventures, or if you have any questions about search and rescue, gear questions you may have, I'm always here for you. All right, be safe out there. See you next time.